Hey, what's up, sixth graders? It's me, Mr. Roark. So we're going to go ahead and pick up on the next part, which is going to be looking at finding missing angles, all right? And so this is going to be something that you're going to need to know for sixth grade for how to find it for triangles and also for rectangles, quadrilaterals, parallelograms, whatever the case is. So if it's got four sides, the important thing to remember is this is going to have 360 degrees. If it's got three sides, it's going to be 180. So we're going to go ahead and start off with this one, which is taking a look at all of the triangles. Okay, I'm actually going to turn you guys around so you're facing the screen. Okay, and I'm going to walk you guys through how we're going to do this. Okay, so to start off, I'm going to make three different kinds of triangles. The first triangle I'm going to make is going to be an equilateral triangle. The second one I'm going to make is going to be an acute triangle, and then I'm going to make an obtuse triangle. Okay, to show you guys that it doesn't matter how we do this, they're all going to work out the same way. So let me go ahead and start off by making an equilateral triangle. Okay, there's that one. I'm going to go ahead and make an acute triangle. I'm going to use this little line thing here. So I'm going to do this one, and we'll do this one. Yeah, I like that one. And we'll do that one there. That's a cute little triangle. All the sides are, as you guys know, all angles are less than 90 degrees. And then the final one we're going to do is going to be an obtuse triangle, which is going to be another triangle, but this one's going to have an angle that's greater than 90 degrees. And as you guys can probably already see, that's the one that's greater than 90 right there. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and kind of create some little wedges here, which show the angles that I have. All right. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to put a question mark beside each one of these, okay, so that you guys, or at least by one of them on each one of these problems, okay? So for the first one, we're going to put a question mark right here. For the second one, I'm going to put a question mark right here. And for the third one, I'll put a question mark right here on this big one, okay? Now remember, like I said, every triangle that we work on is going to have a total of 180 degrees we're looking at. So I can go ahead and put 180 degrees on each one of these, okay? 180 degrees. And then over here, another one, 180 degrees. Another one. Okay, so we're going to go and start off with this one here. This one's an equilateral triangle, which means all three sides are the same length. It might be shown in some cases, and I think even like on your foldable, it's going to have these little lines here. If these have the same length, like these are all like little one lines, then that means that this is all the same length. These three lines are all the same. So I'm going to go ahead and put a 60 here, and I'm going to put a 60 here because if the lines are the same, that means the angles are going to be the same as well. Okay? So with that being the case, I'm going to go ahead and do find out what the sum of these two angles are. So what I do then simply is I add these up. So 60 plus 60 is going to give me 120. And most of you guys can do mental math on this first part. All right? Now, I have a missing angle. I don't know what that one is yet, but I do know that every triangle has 180 degrees. So what I do is I take this amount that I just now found, the sum of the two angles that I have, and I'm going to plug it in over here, and I'm going to subtract, okay? So I'm going to do minus 120, okay? 120 degrees. And what I'm left with is 60 degrees, and that would be my missing angle for that one, okay? Now, let's do this one over here. We'll say that these all have the different lines, okay? So this will look like this. This line will be this length, and this line will be this length here, okay? So we're going to say this one here is 50 degrees. We're going to say this one over here is 40 degrees. And we don't know what this one over here is going to be just yet, but we're going to find out, okay? So what I'm going to do then, like I said, I know that every triangle has 180 degrees. I'm going to take the two angles that I'm given, I'm going to add them up. So in this case, 50 degrees plus 40 degrees is going to give me 90 degrees, okay? At that point, I take the number that I have here, and I subtract it from 180. All right, and a 180 minus 90 is going to give me 90 degrees, okay? And actually, if you look at this one, it actually kind of looks like a right angle right there. So this would be a 90-degree angle, okay? Now, the last one on here is an obtuse triangle, okay? On an obtuse triangle, we have an angle that's greater than 90 degrees, okay, which obviously is this big monster here. I'm going to go ahead and call this angle here 30 degrees. I'm going to call this You know what? Let's be a little crazy here. Let's call it instead of calling it 30 degrees, let's call it 32 degrees. Okay, we're going to call this one over here 24 degrees. Okay, now I've got to find out what this angle is, but I'm going to use the same approach that I did on the other two problems. I'm going to add the two numbers that I'm given. So in this case, 32 degrees and 24 degrees. All right, and when I add these two up, that's a really bad addition sign. I'm going to get 56 degrees. Okay, then I just take that and I subtract that number from the total number for a triangle, which is 180. Okay, so I'm going to do that real quick. Subtract that. It's going to get 4, 2, bam, right there. I know that this missing angle is 124 degrees. Okay. As you guys know, if you ever have any questions, you can always come find me in my classroom. I'm in room 12, and we'll see you guys soon. All right, later.